Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Gym. It's time for Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Moore going to be joining us here in just a few minutes. Braden Cooper helping us spot and run camera this evening as we get ready for this non-district but neighborly matchup against the Denver City Fillies. For Lovington, they come in at 4-2 on the season, of course, under Chief Bridgeforth, and taking on a Phillies team that is 12-4. Yeah, they're already on their 17th game of the season. They're already 1-0 in district, but this Lovington team, to open the district, took care of this Denver City team over in Denver City in pretty convincing fashion to start the season. So we'll see what the Lady Cats can come up with here on a Friday night. So the Lady Cats looking to bounce back from a disappointing loss against Roswell High earlier this week on Tuesday night. Roswell High came in here and came from behind to get the 4-point win, 48-45. Pacing the Lady Cats in that ball game was Ashlyn Barunda. 28 points for Ashlyn in that one with 9 rebounds to go along with it. Also in double figures in the game against Roswell High was Leslie Corral. She finished up with 11 in the ball game. But the Lady Cat offense just went completely to sleep in the fourth quarter. They went over a quarter in that ball game without scoring, and really that made the whole difference in the ball game. They cannot get in that situation where pretty much the offense just goes to sleep. If they do that, they are going to have problems in any game. Doesn't matter who you are playing. But you got to put that one behind you and just come on and get ready for this. Yeah, Lovington beating this Denver City squad, first game of the season, 44-36. Let's go and run down the lineups for the two teams, and then we'll give you the starters for the visiting Denver City Fillies at 12-4 on the year under head coach Saul Gutierrez. They have number 0, Gracie Dawson, number 2, Jasmine Franco, number 3, Karen Martinez, number 4, Daniela Vega, number 11, Natalie Garcia, number 12, Annie Gonzalez, number 14, Evelyn Yanez, number 22, Natalie Cisneros, and number 33, Julissa Granados. For your Lovington Lady Cats, of course, under Chief Bridgeforth in his 4th season back at the helm of the Lady Cats squad, you've got number 3, Delilah Ruiz, number 4, Jasmine Hernandez, number 5, Andrea Hernandez, number 10, Braylon Hernandez, number 12, Naeli Ruiz, number 14, Ashlyn Barunda, who got her 1,000th point of her high school career on Tuesday night. Congratulations to Ashlyn. Then you've got number 22, Zoe Blackwell, number 23, Leslie Corral, number 24, Jabri Rios, number 30, Valeria Sylvia, and number 42, Abigail Schaus. So that's your rundown of the rosters here tonight as the girls still out on the court warming up. Hopefully going to be a good night tonight for this Lady Cat squad. Yeah, no JV game tonight, just straight into the varsity. And I will apologize in advance if my voice decides to go south at some point. I had Stuff a Truck all day long yesterday and today, and we'll be out there again tomorrow too. But, great to see everybody out at Stuff a Truck. Don't forget, the food that we raise there goes to benefit every community in Lee County, not just Hobbs, where we do the food drive, of course, but Lovington also gets to take part in that. And there's a lot of basketball going on in Lee County. Of course, the Cardinal Winter Classic continues today and will continue tomorrow there in Eunice at the new Joe Langston Arena, the new showplace there in Eunice. So looking for a little basketball tomorrow. Get over there and check that out during the day. Eunice and Jowl both involved in that. We will have all the games tomorrow, courtesy of Jimmy and Ron for the Jowl Panthers and Lady Panthers. Of course, the Hobbs Lady Eagles in action tonight. They are in Friendship. And when I checked that game earlier, Friendship was, taking it to them pretty good. Let me pull that back up and see if I can get a score update for you on the Hobbs Lady Eagles. In the third quarter of that one, and Friendship taking it to them 43-17. So Hobbs in a bit of a pickle tonight over in Friendship. So a Texas-New Mexico matchup in the 5A, Texas-New Mexico matchup in the 4A division tonight. with Lovington taking on this Denver City squad. So again, the teams continue to be out and warming up. Moving on, closer and closer to Christmas. Of course, a lot of tournaments and things going on. Don't get the little onesies quite so much this time of year, especially with the game limits that are placed on the New Mexico squads especially. Texas doesn't have to worry about that. I think they're allowed something like 40 games, where New Mexico is 30 max, and that includes the playoffs, although you could get in a situation where you see 31. We've seen that. But really, your regular season games, they try and hold you to 25. So, you've got to pick your battles, and you've got to pick them pretty closely if you are a team in New Mexico. So the teams heading to their respective sidelines. We will take a timeout for the national anthem, come back with your starting lineups and the tip-off. This is Lovington Lady Cat Basketball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page.
Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington and announcements. And go Cats!
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Also, HobbsAmerica.com and on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us here in just a little while. Braden Cooper helping keep an eye on things and running camera. Tiffany Evie back at One Radio Square, keeping an eye and an ear on it. So your starting five tonight for the red-clad Denver City Fillies will be number 4, Daniela Vega, number 11, Natalie Garcia, number 12, Annie Gonzalez, number 22, Natalie Cisneros, and number 23, Jalissa Granados. For your Lovington Lady Cats in the home white unis with the blue letters and numbers, Lady Cats across the front, you've got number 14, Ashlyn Barunda, number 22, Zoe Blackwell, number 23, Leslie Corral, number 24, Jabri Rios, and number 42, Abigail Schaus getting the start. So it'll be Vega, Garcia, Gonzalez, Cisneros, and Granados for Denver City, and Barunda, Blackwell, Corral, Rios, and Schaus on the floor for your Lovington Lady Cats. And it looks like it'll be Cisneros to take the jump against Abby, and we are ready to go as the two centers head to the big blue cat at the middle of the court here at Wildcat Gym. And we are ready to go. A little Friday night high school basketball from here in Lovington. So the whistle sounds and the opening tip controlled by the Lady Cats and into the hands of Leslie Corral. She'll run the point, take it across the timeline, and we are underway. To Barunda on the right wing. Cycles around but runs into some defensive pressure. Gets it pushed away from her hand, but Blackwell is there to save it. She'll cycle it back out near midcourt. Then over to Barunda, throwing the high inlet pass to Schaus. Going inside to Rios, bodies in and puts it up and in. Jabri Rios off of the assist from Schaus. And the Lady Cats are up early 2-0. The little backcourt pressure looking for room. That'll be Vega. Gets it into the front court. Picks up her dribble. That is Garcia. Now to Vega. And trying to get it over. And to the right corner. 3 ball on the way. No good. And the rebound will be made by Abby. Abby will leave it off for Corral, who pushes it forward to Blackwell. Takes it to the left baseline. Runs into traffic. Gives it to Schaus in the high post. Turns around. Puts up the shot. Off the front of the rim. No good, but she's fouled. Abby will head to the line for 2. Granados going to get whistled for the foul. Her first personal, first team foul. And Schaus at the line to shoot 2. Of course, Abby, the UTPB commit, signing earlier this month, and the first shot is up for Schaus, and it is good. And the Lady Cats up early, 3-0. So Abby has the first. She will eye the second. 3-0 is the score. Schaus bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and it is up and down. And Lovington on an early 4-0 run against Denver City. 1 minute has expired here in the first quarter. Denver City flashing it into the front court to Cisneros, pushing it over to Garcia, and then trying to get it into the corner, and too hard, trying to push it into Granados and out of bounds. First turnover for the Fillies of Denver City. So the inbound will come from Blackwell and to the right of the Lovington bench into the front court with Rios, then trying to get it to Blackwell, and she can't handle it. And so the two teams will trade turnovers. So back over to Denver City is Dawn Morgan joining us. Hi, Dawn.
Yeah.
It's been
Hello.
a fast and furious day here.
I guess so, yeah.
Denver City into the front court off the Lovington turnover. Push it over to Vega, trying to get it inside to Granados. She'll kick it out. Left wing, 3 on the way. Too hard. Off the back of the iron. Battle for the rebound. It is out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by Blackwell as she and Vega were fighting for it to the right of the Phillies basket. So Vega to inbound, tosses it in as Rios gets a hand on it and knocks it away. So now we'll just move to the other side of the bucket and try again.
I really like the look of Jabri Rios has come into this season, and she's a
Vega flashes it in. Left corner, 3 on the way. It's an air ball, but into the hands of Granados and puts it up and in as it winds up just being a long kind of ugly pass that turns into points.
That's
4-2 in favor of Lovington. Full court pressure is on, and getting the pocket picked is Corral. Back the other way comes Denver City to a breaking number 11 Garcia, up and in, and we are tied at 4 apiece.
Yeah, Denver City looking good on the boards. We're using the glass and really putting it in.
Tossing over, trying to get it to Blackwell, and that one will be intercepted by Granados. She will push it over to Garcia. Pop a shot, right wing, 3 on the way, and bang!
It rattles home, yeah. And Denver, Chief Bridgeworth, the coach, has had enough. He says, timeout.
A 7-0 run for Denver City to take a 7-4 lead. 2 minutes gone here in the first. We're back in 30. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Out of the Wildcat timeout to try and get the number of the truck that hit them. They are back to action. Lovington basketball trailing 7-4. They had a 4-0 run to start the game.
3 quick turnovers, and you can't do that. And more importantly, Denver City making points off of the turnovers.
And Denver City has put it on since they've gone to a full court press, trying the trap press into the front court with Rios. Toss it over to Barunda. Takes it through the right lane.
Nicely
up
done.
And off the glass and
Beautiful.
down. Ashlyn Barunda.
That's how you beat that defensive pressure. Good job for Lovington. Nice work.
Into the front court come the Fillies. Into the right corner. Bounce it in. Trying to get it to their big girl, Cisneros. She'll be forced to toss it out as she and Schaus battle. To Granados. The little floater from the right block is up and in.
Man.
Julissa Granados with 4 points.
And Denver City not missing many of their shots. And it's hard to beat a team that's creating those turnovers and not
Barunda
missing.
breaks the pressure. Goes in. Tries a little underhand scoop.
No
No
whistle.
good. But Abby is there to save it. Barunda has to save it. And then they're going to say that Barunda stepped on the line and it'll go out of bounds. That'll be the 4th turnover for the Lovington Lady Cats, trailing 9-6 with 5:14 remaining.
And that's tough. When you got 2 girls go down, you still don't get the shot. You're not able to save the ball. They were trying. They were trying their best.
Lovington drops back in a 2-1-2 zone look. As into the front court, Vegas slips it in, and Granados goes hard to the floor. I think I think the turf monster got him, or the parquet monster, but the contact was made, and they're going to call a push foul on Leslie Corral. No, they're going to call that on Jaybree Rios.
Yeah. Jaybree, actually, it just turned out that they collided. Jaybree got there first, but they were two bodies trying to occupy the same space. It doesn't work.
Gonzalez inbounds it to the left baseline, moving around and putting the shot up. No good, and Abby with the rebound and then gets bodied off of it and goes hard to the floor. And she got a hip check from Cisneros.
Yeah, kind of just got her full body contact from the front there.
Checking into the ball game for the Lady Cats, Braylon Hernandez comes in as Zoe Blackwell will come over and take a deep breath with 4:59 remaining in the first quarter.
0 coming in for Denver City.
Trailing 9-6, thank you. That's Gracie Dawson in for the Fillies. And a bad pass, almost tipped away, but it's into the hands of Barunda. Getting it to Schaus on the left side of the block, and up and in for Abby. Her first points of the ball game, actually her second bucket of the ball game.
And an assist from Barunda on that. Nice work, both of them.
To the front court comes Garcia, rains down the 3, no good, and Abby stretches out, uses the wingspan, and Schaus will have her 3rd board of the ball game. To Barunda, push it forward, get it to Corral, left corner, 3 on the way. It's an air ball, and right into the hands of Denver City and Gonzalez. She'll pull the trigger back the other way, tries to get a little tricky with it, loses it off of her hand, but they're going to say touched by Barunda. I don't know how. Ashlyn went within 5 feet of her.
Actually, Barunda was in the lane. She reached out. I didn't think she made contact, though.
Vegeta inbound from left side. Get it into the corner, 16-footer on the way, and that one kisses the iron and into the hands of Ashlyn Barunda. Barunda pulls the trigger the other way, dribbles around, in pressure. To Corral, left corner, takes it back to Ashlyn, deep left corner, looking for some room. Dawson on her, goes over the left baseline, in and out, no good, and Dawson with the rebound for the Fillies. Denver City wants to run, the Fillies running it the other way. Dawson takes it to the left base, has to toss it out, and then they're going to say the palm ball double dribble And that'll be the second turnover for the Fillies.
And a good opportunity for Lovington here, as both teams, I'm impressed with the press, with the level and the quickness of the play on both sides here, but it's got a lot of the players doubled over, breathing hard.
Karen Martinez will check in for Denver City. And they are in the 2-2-1 trap look. Barunda in front of the scorer's table, and they are going to call the block foul on Denver City.
Barunda tried to power through, but
call that on Dawson, her first personal, second team foul.
Be on the floor, so Lovington will have the ball.
Just to the right of the Denver City bench.
Schaus comes out, and Blackwell goes in.
So Chief going for a little more speed as get it into Rios, back over near side to Hernandez. Hernandez uses up the dribble and then travels.
She just took that little half step, that slide, and that'll kill you every time. Then the refs really have been looking out for that little Euro step sometimes, or sometimes it's just an oopsie.
Inbound to Dawson, and she'll bring it into the offensive zone for the Fillies. Swing it around, looking for some help. Now a long cross-court pass to Vega. Blackwell gets on her quickly. Trying to throw it into the paint, knocked away and into the hands of the Lady Cats. Hernandez back. She pushes it over to Corral, but it is tipped by Dawson, and turnover number 6 for the Lady Cats. They had 28 turnovers against Roswell, and that didn't help them much in that game on Tuesday night.
Luckily,
Denver City back on the attack. And a three-point ball on the way by Dawson. Left wing up, no good, and Blackwell with the rebound. That'll be her first. And then she gets mugged, and wow, they're going to call a jump ball instead. And so that'll be Denver City. Nope, it'll stay Lovington ball.
So Braylon Hernandez will inbound to the right of the basket.
And
the
buzzer sounds, and I think they're saying that it'll be Denver City ball. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. So that'll be the 7th turnover for Lovington on the tie-up.
Right. Yep.
And so give it over to the Fillies, and it'll be Vega to inbound it right of the bucket.
And it was the scorer's table who caught that, and they're the one. That's why they did the little buzzer as a hey ref. So we've got to change it.
3-point on the way, right wing. That one off the mark, and Blackwell will have her second rebound. Looks for some room, almost loses the basketball under pressure. Leaves it off for Barunda, who takes it across the timeline. Crossing over, trying to get into the lane, loses it off of her foot under pressure. Now goes down hard to the floor, just has to push it over, and that one will be another turnover, 8 for Lovington. Push it over. That'll be Dawson to the right baseline. Crossing over, popping it off. Over to Martinez. Takes it to the right base, throws it into the middle, but right into the hands of Hernandez. Fourth turnover for the Fillies, but they put the pressure on. Back down with Barunda.
It comes off of really good defensive pressure by Lovington.
Barunda goes into the right elbow, and she's going to get fouled. That should put Ashlyn at the line for 2, as they are going to call the hack foul on Martinez. That'll be her first personal. Actually, they've got that as her second personal.
And that's what you want to do. When you're putting defensive pressure on a team, you're wanting them to force them. You're wanting to force a turnover, and that's exactly what Lovington has done there. And now you want to make points out of it.
And they put it on the floor.
That's right.
So the inbound from Hernandez to Schaus, back in from the high post. 10-footer gets the roll over the front of the rim. And Lovington back up 10-9.
Hit the front rim. Is that 4 points for Abby in the game?
That is 6 for Abby.
6. All right.
So Denver City with 2:12 remaining in the first, back on offense. Toss it over to Yanez, trying to get it to their big girl Cisneros in the right elbow. She'll be forced to toss it back out to Martinez. Martinez to Dawson, hand it out, come near side. That'll be Garcia. Takes it over, goes over the jump shot from the right base. No good.
Nice block from Schaus.
Schaus with the block, but into the hands of Denver City. And then a second block for Schaus, and into the hands. That'll be for Rios, and Lovington will pull the trigger back to Blackwell. Takes it to the left baseline, uses up the dribble, tries to bounce it over to Corral.
She gets fouled.
And swat it away. Nope, they're going to say it's clean.
Wow. They're going to say it's clean.
Just swats it away.
Kind of looked to me like she swatted her and got her in the side, but no.
99 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 10-9, Lovington up. Of course, they opened the season against this team, beat them by 8 in Denver City. Hernandez to Corral, into the corner, Blackwell. Blackwell, they get to her quickly, trap her up to Corral, loses the basketball, and stolen away. 9 turnovers here in the quarter. Pushing it off, thinking about the 3, pushing in. 12-footer up, rolls off the mark, and Blackwell will take it before it goes out of bounds.
Nice, her third board.
And then we'll move it around, and Denver City going to drop back in defense this time. Push it forward to Jabry as Rios tries to throw it in, and that one's stolen away with Abby. You're going to have to go high instead of low. That'll be the 10th turnover. 1 minute to go here in the quarter. Denver City trailing our Lady Cats 10-9.
a really exciting, fast-play game.
To Martinez, and then they'll call the double dribble on Martinez. 5th turnover for Denver City. Reinforcements checking in for Lovington as into the ballgame. Jasmine Hernandez and Ashlyn Barunda back on the floor. Now it'll be Hernandez to inbound it from the backcourt. Gets it into Corral. Leslie will bring it up over the big cat and into the Lovington offensive zone. Back to Corral. Swing it around to Hernandez. Trying to get it to Schaus. Knocked away, but back into the hands of Corral. The high pass to Abby in the high post. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. Partially blocked, and she'll put another one up. And she's going to be blocked out that time. Can't get to it as the ball goes squirrely on the near side.
And Franco's got it. She picks it up. Is it Franco?
Garcia, number 11.
11.
So Garcia with it with 18 seconds to go. They're going to just hold it for the last shot. 10-9, Lovington in the lead. Push it over to Cisneros, and then almost stolen away by Hernandez. Back to Garcia, swinging it into the left corner. 3-ball up, and that one is down. Second tray of the ball game as that one put down by Evelyn Yanez. And at the buzzer, Denver City will take a 12-10 lead. Lovington Lady Cat basketball back in a minute. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Wildcat Gym. It is your Lovington Lady Cats hosting Denver City. A fast and furious pace first quarter with Denver City a three-point shot right before the buzzer, putting them up 12-10. But man, what a game as these girls, both teams came to play. And right now we're starting the second quarter, 12-10. Is your score. Lovington will get to inbound, and that's going to be Zoe Blackwell to inbound. She gets it to Corral. Corral crosses center court and looking, get it to Schaus, top of the arc. Schaus moving it, looking for anybody now. Gets it, kicks it back to Corral. Now she drives in and then gets it over into the right corner. As no room in the lane, they kick it out to Barunda. Barunda from top of the arc, bounces up, no good. To fight for the rebound, Denver City's got it, and they keep it. Traveling down, a pass right underneath the basket. I believe that, and a shot
That's
up
Garcia.
And good, and that is Natalie Garcia. She's got seven points now. So now 14-10 as Denver City threatening to pull away. Lovington needs to answer those points. Corral still trapped in the backcourt. A bad pass, and Rios tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. Are they going to say last touch by Denver City? Yes, it looks like it may stay.
10
Lovington ball.
For Lovington in that first quarter.
And five for Denver City.
Yep, hard to be in the lead if you are turning it over double what the other team is.
Blackwell inbound. She's got it. She gets it to Barunda. Barunda drives in. A shot up. Floater no good off the backboard. Denver City's got the rebound.
And that'll be the second rebound for Evelyn Yanez.
And she's got 3 points in the game. That was her three-pointer just close to the buzzer that put Denver City up at the end of the first quarter. Now driving in to the right side in the blocks. A nice block for Schaus. That's her third block of the game. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Denver City basketball, though.
Driving in hard on her was Garcia. I think really trying to draw the foul instead of maybe a serious look at the bucket, but didn't get the foul, and it stays Denver City basketball off the block.
The throw in off to the corner, almost stolen away. It's tipped outside. It's going to be last touch by Lovington. As Barunda flew out of nowhere to kind of get a handle on it.
Came over and cut off that passing lane and got a hand on it, and knocked it out.
Good hustle. Still Denver City ball, and they'll inbound. And that is Franco passing over to the right wing, driving in into the right corner. to
Garcia, and then works it around.
They work it around to the left corner, drive in, a little jump, a little floater, no good. Fight for the rebound. Denver City comes up with it. Another drive all the way across the baseline, and then trying to put up a little hook shot, doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound this time. It's going to be Lovington who gets it. That is Corral, and into Barunda. A nice pass into the lane, and she timed that beautifully, got down there, put it up and in, draws the foul.
Going to call that on Gracie Dawson, her first personal, first team foul in the quarter, and Ashland will head to the line for 3 the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and gives Lovington 2 of the points they need to try to pull even, and we'll see if Ashland Barunda, who made, I can't even remember how many points she made at the line against Roswell High. She made a ton of free throws throughout the game and makes that one. So put her in the books for 5 points now. It's 14-13. Lovington trailing just by 1 now. Denver City with the ball, slowing down the pace just a bit. Going to pass around the arc. Now find some room in, then back out to the right corner. Three-pointer up and in, swish from the right corner.
And that's number 12. That's Gonzalez.
And that's her first points of the game. A three-pointer, and that puts Denver City back up by 4, 17-14. Barunda crossing the timeline under intense pressure. Push from behind, ends up on the floor. No foul. She passes. It goes through the hands of who is number 10? Before Schaus got it, it was Braylon Hernandez.
And they call the push on Cisneros. Her first personal, second team foul on Denver City. It'll stay Lovington ball. It'll be on the right base.
Yeah, it'll be on the floor, and the inbound. Of course, along the baseline, right side. Pass to Barunda. She puts up a 3 shot from the right wing. It won't fall. Fight for the ball. It's on the ground. Looks like jump ball. And this time, the arrow should go to Lovington.
Nope, Denver City.
No, Denver City.
So that'll be the 11th turnover for Lovington. But that's their first turnover in the quarter. But trailing by 4, you can't afford to get too much further down, especially when your offense has been struggling.
Just under 6 minutes left to play in this second. They bring it down. Spin move into the lane and loses the handle on it, but Denver City able to get it back, and there is a three-pointer, nothing but net.
Rain ball from Garcia, her second tray of the ball game. She's got 10 in the game.
Yeah. And
10 of the 20 on the board.
She's now the pass down. Barunda takes it up and in under pressure. So Barunda now with 7 in the game that I've got. Denver City with the ball, out coming the other way. Holding on to it, good pressure by Corral on the right wing. Pass in, and then a hook attempt from the left side. It won't fall, and gets the rebound, and the putback is good. Vega with 2 points. I've got that first 2 points of the game for her.
2 points
all of a sudden,
and a rebound.
Denver City up 22-15. They pass down and get it to Schaus. Schaus in the blocks on the left side, trying to put a shot up. It doesn't fall.
Cisneros looks up and says, what did I do? Well, you
nailed
her. So and, that'll be her second quick personal.
Called for the foul and sends Abby to the line. So Abby's first trip to the...
She's 2 for 2.
Okay, 2 for 2. I missed that first couple of minutes of play. That's why I wasn't sure. So that's how she got her first 2 points in the game, was from the free throw line, I guess.
That is correct.
Okay. So 22-15, she can eat into that Denver City lead right here at the free throw line. And it's up, and it's going to rattle home. It hits, bounces, and then falls through.
Maybe not the prettiest shot ever, but it worked.
Hey, she gets a point, and that's all that counts. So now 22-16, 6-point lead for Denver City. Schaus can cut that down 1 more point right here. And yes, it looks good. Beautiful shot. So she's got, 8 points in the game.
7,
8. So 5 minutes left, 5:02 on the clock. Denver City will inbound. Lovington dropping back in a 3-2 look under the basket. Denver City bringing it down, passing into the top of the key. Pass it back out over in the left wing. Oh, and there's an unforced turnover, and that's going to be, turnover number 6?
That is. That's the first turnover for Denver City.
In the second quarter.
4:53 to go.
That's right.
In the second.
They're taking care of the ball a little better than Lovington, and it shows on the clock, on the not the clock, but on the scoreboard. 5-point lead for Denver City. Lovington not playing badly, but they need to make up those points. So Barunda passes in the lane, trying to find Blackwell. Loses handle on it. Denver City, though, also loses a handle on it. Lovington able to get it back. Second shot up, no good. Then Barunda puts up a shot. 3 missed shots in a row. 3 looks at the basket. Lovington doesn't get any of them to fall, and Denver City takes the ball.
And finally, Granados comes away with the rebound for the red and silver.
And they're going to slow down the pace just a little. Now, sharp, quick passes, trying to pass in the lane, but no room. Nice block, nice work. Barunda keeping him out of the paint right underneath the basket, but then Denver City simply passes back around to the right arc and the right wing and puts up another tray.
Vega with her first tray of the ball game. But
Makes 5 points now.
Yeah, but 5 threes in the game for Denver City. Lovington's yet to hit the 3 ball.
And working it around, Jasmine Hernandez back in the game, down to Barunda. Barunda with a 3 attempt was her just a 2. Her foot was in front of the line on the left arc. So a 2-point for Barunda and makes it 25-20.
They give it 3.
That's right. I thought it looked like, at first. And so Barunda with 3 points
Pushing
there.
it in and then stolen away.
And then Barunda, nice, as that's going to be the 7th turnover. Takes it down, going to put it up and in, and gets nailed. Gets hammered.
Tries to get the leaner as good
and
hustle back from Cisneros.
Down for just a minute, man. That was a pretty hard fall. She's getting up. I think she hit the knee.
Call the foul on Vega. Her first personal, 4th team foul on Denver City. And Barunda going to take just a second.
Yeah, she went hard, and I think that hit the knee hard, hit the floor hard. She's tough, though, and, man, she's really quick. That's why she was able to get in position and force that turnover and get the ball. And at the free throw line, man, she sizzles at the line. Doesn't miss many. I think she missed 2 out of all of the free throws that she took against Roswell High in their game on Tuesday night.
Yeah, she went 14. Looks like 14 of 17 from the
so
line.
Missed 3. I thought she only missed 2.
But still, 14 of 17. That's a lot of time on the strike.
That's really good, and makes that one as well. So makes it now. It's a 3-point lead for Denver City. 3:22 left in the second quarter. 25-22 is your score. Denver City inbound under no pressure by Lovington. They've dropped back in defense in the zone. Trying to get a nice almost steal. A nice Zoe Blackwell being quick, trying to take it away, but it goes out of bounds, so it'll stay Denver City basketball. They'll inbound right in front of the Lovington bench.
Inbounding is Gonzalez.
And a pass in the lane, nowhere to go. Schaus was right there, good job. And then an air ball, 3 attempt on the right wing, but Denver City comes up with the rebound, and now a 3-point attempt will hit the backboard and bounce out, and this time it's Lovington's chance.
Blackwell gets it, their 4th board, and leaves it off for Corral.
Corral running the point across the timeline, center court, passes over. There's a travel. And that was just tough. I mean, she was over there in the corner and trying her best to corral that ball. It was not corral, but she was doing her best. And in the game, that was a first time in the game maybe for, and I don't think I have her written down on my no, that was Braylon Hernandez. That was Braylon, number 10. Denver City with the ball, a shot up. It's no good, and Hernandez with the rebound.
Braylon's 2nd board of the ball game.
And now give it over Corral. Corral back over to Braylon. And now back all the way to Blackwell on the left wing. She drives in, a little bounce pass, thinks about it, has to bounce back to Corral. And now a pass with heavy traffic. J.B. Rios nowhere to go. Intensive pressure by Denver City. A little floater up and good as Corral banks it off the glass. Beautiful shot and brings Lovington within 1 point with 2:09 left to play in the second quarter.
Little one-handed push shot, and it happened when she did the head fake, and Denver City bid on it, and that gave her a chance in the right lane to go up and float it through.
Denver City with the ball, slowing things down, taking a look, and a pass outside the arc for a while, left to right, and then a pass into the lane. Ooh, a little alley-oop, a little oopsie shot is going to end up not falling off the glass. Schaus there to fight for it. They're going to say jump ball, and good hands for Schaus. I think she got to but elbowed and nothing called. But
she was battling with Granados. Her and Cisneros and Granados have been going at it. Denver City with some size in the post and center positions.
So Schaus has a little bit of competition there that, a lot of times she will not have a lot of heights to battle against. But in this instance, yes, they pass into the lane. Rios can't hold on to it. It ends up going out to Schaus trying to save it, and she does. It'll stay Lovington basketball.
Cisneros got a hand on that one.
It'll be Braylon Hernandez to inbound just to the right of the basket for Lovington, looking to find somebody, They finally pass it back and get it to Braylon. And then a shot up, no good, banks off the front end. It's going to be Denver City with the rebound, almost stolen away.
Vega with another rebound.
And almost stolen away, but nope. As Denver City regroups and takes it back outside the arc. Going to pass it around. Now top driving in is, and I think number 12, Gonzalez. And no, take it away. Barunda's got it. Passes to Corral. A fast break. She's putting it up and in. Yes! Count the bucket, and she draws a foul. Nice work as Barunda giving her just the right amount of lead. Corral down there to take it, put it up, timing perfect, and draw the foul on the way down. A chance to get 3 the old-fashioned way. She puts Lovington up right now, 26-25.
And puts Lovington in the bonus. That all got triggered by the Schaus block right into the hands of Barunda.
Really nice work. Good teamwork there. Really good seeing the ball ahead of time, seeing the court ahead of time. And the and one does not fall. Denver City will have the rebound. But a minute 5 left to play. Lovington still with a 1-point lead here as Denver City trying a 3-pointer from the right corner. And it does an air ball, and Barunda comes down with it. She's going to bring it all the way down, stop, and try to pop it from the top of the arc, just beyond the top of the arc. It doesn't fall. Denver City with the rebound.
She had plenty of time to take a better shot that one. She didn't have to shoot it from that far out.
And it would have given her team a chance to get in there for an offensive
and
rebound as well.
Up and down by Garcia.
Denver City taking it down the other way and making it a 28-26 ball game now. 32 seconds left. Lovington with it. Barunda going to catch the pass. She's trying to catch Abby throwing high and ends up getting over her and ahead of her just a little bit. So Barunda trying to get her team, back even with or ahead of Denver City. And Denver City's going to just walk it across the timeline with under 20 seconds left. They're going to hang on to it just like they did at the end of the first quarter. We saw the same thing. They pass in. Abby tries to block it out. It stays Denver City ball, and Denver City will drift back, pass it over to the right wing. Good defense by Jabri Rios, but a shot goes up at the buzzer. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call Rios, and they're going to say the shot's no good. It goes way out, but they are going to go ahead and shoot the free throw.
Yep,
and it's going to be the second one on Jabri Rios. Yep. Mm-hmm. And that is... Oh, and they're going to clear the
Yeah, I mean the quarter's over.
There would be no play at the end of this. There's no sense in having the teams out there. There won't be any rebound or anything. And misses the first one.
And this is the first Denver City trip to the line tonight. And Granados misses the first, as you mentioned.
She's got a second one. Denver City leading 28-26 and still leading 28-26. Misses them both. And we go to the half with 28-26 your score. Lovington trailing only by 2 points. What an exciting first half. Both teams doing some good work, but both teams having some weaknesses too that we'll talk about as we will be back in just a couple of minutes with your Stone Oilfield halftime report here from Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
From early mornings to late nights, JBW Solutions delivers expert industrial safety services and training to protect lives, ensure compliance, and build a strong safety culture. JBW Solutions helps workers stay safe and prepared every shift, every site, every day. If safety is first for you and your company, and it should be, call today, 860-460-4398. JBW Solutions, LLC. Do the right thing. Make the call. You may just save a life. 860-460-4398. Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? For all your BOP nipple-ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
Commitment runs deep. For 45 years, Double R Pipe and Supply has been working alongside you, providing long-lasting service and support for our oil industry and community. Double R is full-service pipe sales and rental with EMI and hydro testing and CNC threading, known to deliver when others couldn't. Double R Pipe and Supply is about integrity, dedication, and innovation. They are strong supporters of our youth, academics, and athletics. Double R Pipe and Supply says go, fight, win. Let's go, Wildcats!
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym. It's Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Braden Cooper. Hey, thank you very much for running camera tonight. And thank you very much for getting the game going, because I was on assignment and getting here as fast as I could. Man, the traffic is amazing.
It is a bit heavy.
Yeah, well, in that 5 o'clock, that 5 to 6 o'clock hour, wow, I haven't done that, race up here to Lovington during that hour, I don't think, in a while. So, it is, it's about as fast-paced as the first half of this ball game was, and just about as close. I tell you what, Denver City leading at the end of the first 12-10, and now the Wildcats find themselves trailing by 2 at the end of the second quarter as well. But man, this has been a back-and-forth game, and Lovington looking good in many ways. They're looking a little sharper in this game, I think, than they did against Roswell High. They're not turning over the ball quite as much. They're taking care of it a little bit more, and they are they're playing with a quicker pace and making fewer mistakes. There were just so many turnovers, and it became kind of sloppy a lot of the time against Roswell High. This is a very sharp-looking Denver City team, very impressive, and Lovington is holding their own. Of course, Lovington has beaten them first, right? And Lovington's thinking, hey, listen, we should be able to win this game again. But Denver City's doing a lot of good things as well. So tell us about the stats at this point.
All right, numbers in the first half. We'll start with the visiting Fillies at Denver City. 13 points for Natalie Garcia. She leads the way. 9 of those points from beyond the arc. You've got 5 points in the books for Daniela Vega, 4 points for Jalissa Granados, 3 points for Evelyn Yanez, and 3 points for Annie Gonzalez, as Denver City went 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Leading rebounder right now is Vega. She's got 3. They had 13 rebounds as a team in the first half. 7 turnovers in the first half for Denver City. They scored 12 in the first, 16 in the second. That's how they get to their 28. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 three-pointers for Denver City collectively in the first half. Lovington still looking for their first tray ball. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats, Ashlyn Barunda leads the way. 13 points in that first half to go along with a couple of boards. Abigail Schaus not far behind. She's got 8 points to go along with 6 rebounds. Then you've got 4 points for Leslie Corral. She also had aboard Jabri Rios with the first points of the ball game, actually, for Lovington. She's got a bucket and a rebound. Braylon Hernandez also a couple of rebounds. Zoe Blackwell yet to get on the scoreboard, but had 4 boards in the first half. Lovington collectively as a team, 16 rebounds in the first half, so they're winning that battle. They go 8 of 9 from the free throw line. They had plenty of opportunities and took advantage of most of them. They got 10 points in the first, 16 in the second, until they get to their 26, but 13 turnovers in the first half, and Denver City managed to take advantage of them. And Denver City with 6 three-pointers in the first half to none for Lovington. Are making better use of their time beyond the arc. Lovington's put up a couple, but haven't gotten one to fall yet.
And Denver City making points off of some of those turnovers as well. So that's why you do the turnover. That's why you want the ball back. You want to go make some points. You want to score some buckets, right? And when you don't, it's a wasted turnover. It's an empty turnover, and you don't want to see that. And it's good that Lovington has cut down the amount of the rebounds. I think they had 13 rebounds practically in the first quarter. It wasn't that bad, but when they were playing at Lovington, when they were playing Roswell on Tuesday, it was almost that bad.
It was, and we've got a score update coming in from Friendship just outside of Lubbock. The Hobbs Lady Eagles have suffered their first loss of the season as Friendship defeating them 55-30. When I checked on it before the game, it was actually 45-16. So, yeah, a tough loss for the Hobbs Lady Eagles against a Texas team. So Lovington carrying the New Mexico banner tonight in the Texas versus New Mexico battles, but they're trailing Denver City 28-26 at half.
Yeah, and not much free throw opportunity, if any. Did Denver City go to the line, once?
One opportunity.
One opportunity,
yep,
right?
0 for 2.
And 0 for 2. And so I was looking at my score. Yeah, it was Granados who missed those 2 free throws. I didn't know if Garcia, you said she had 13 points, and 9 of them were three-pointers, right?
And then 2 buckets.
And then 2 buckets.
13.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
2
Just
regular field
catching
goals.
up because those happened before I got here, so I just wanted to make sure that's how it was. And so 0 for 2. And rebounding, Lovington's winning it, but only by 3. Denver City doing a pretty good job on the boards and trying to make points, off of those as well.
Lovington needs to find a way, though, to break the Denver City pressure. They have not handled that well, so they need to get a little quicker ball movement, find open girls, and they've got to realize Denver City is going to play fast, but they're also going to play physical, and that's something that Lovington sometimes has trouble with. We've seen it as they've got Schaus basically boxed in the post with Cisneros and Granados. Neither one of them quite as tall as she is, but both of them within 2-3 inches, and that doesn't happen often, and they're putting a body on her and really frustrating her down low. They need to find a way to force one of those two to have to come out and guard somebody.
Yeah, and Lovington just has to get tough back. I see Barunda a couple of times doing a pushback, and especially in situations where she feels they're going to call the block foul, and they have. She got fouled, and they didn't call her for the foul, but she was trying to be tough and own her space and push back against them. So Lovington's going to have to do a lot more of that with Denver City. Denver City is pushy, and they're going to bully their way in and through, and they're going to target certain players at times. And so Lovington definitely has to get tougher and fight back a little bit.
And you're going to have to move faster too, because they're running a trap press, and when a trap press happens, that means there's 2 girls on 1 girl. That means there's somebody somewhere going to be open.
Somebody's
so you've
open.
got to find a way to find her.
And you find a way, and you do a crisp, sharp passing that's on point. And Lovington has thrown the ball a couple of times. They've thrown it away a couple of times, but Denver City has too. And so its second half is going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and take another quick timeout and come back with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and KZWR Facebook.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Welcome back to Wildcat Gym. It's Lady Cat basketball, and it's a fast-paced, entertaining game so far. Back and forth. Lovington has led. Denver City has led. It has been a great 3-point show by Denver City. Lovington had yet to kind of fire up their perimeter game, but man, I tell you what, both teams came to play, and it really is. It's always a pleasure to watch fast-paced, good basketball, executing pretty well on both sides. But Lovington's got some cleanup to do. Let's see what halftime brought in terms of improving into this second half. Denver City with the ball to inbound midcourt. They get it, stay out around the arc, pass into the lane, right under the basket, but Lovington there. So a pass back out to the left wing and a shot, 3-point up and good.
Garcia wide open. You've got to keep somebody on her. So quickly, 31-20. It's on again.
She's already got 3 3-pointers. She's going to take it if she's open. Now, spin move by Barunda. Then she passes. Schaus has got it, trying to control the ball.
And she got partially blocked there, trying to go up by Cisneros.
Got outside and got out of bounds. So it'll be Denver City basketball.
I'm not sure the last time I heard myself say Schaus getting blocked.
Yeah, 31-26 with Denver City controlling the ball right now. Driving into the lane, the ball up, and Schaus takes it away. There is a turnover number 8 for Denver City, and a nice move, a nice steal for Schaus, and then turn. That's right,
back over.
Bag pass, and the teams trade turnovers rather. So 7 minutes to go in this third. Denver City going to slow the pace down just a little bit, look for position, look for room in the lane, or look for somebody open to take the 3. Stolen away by Barunda. Good heads up there.
Yeah, it came off the arm of Schaus.
And Corral. No, that's Blackwell. who's going to drive in. Oh, it's Corral driving in, leaves it off for Barunda. She takes a shot. It's an air ball, but it was actually Blackwell who grabbed it, and a rebound of sorts, you might say. An air ball landed on the other side, and then they're going to call the double dribble. Yep, turnover, number 15 for Lovington. So give it to Denver City. They're still up. They're up by 5 now. And passing around the top of the arc, all around to the right corner. Nice work by Barunda, being in the way to stop a three-pointer from the right corner over there, as Denver City still trying to find room. Nice work in the paint by Lovington. And now Denver City, frustrated, will drop back. There's a three-point attempt up by Granados, no good, and it'll be Barunda with the rebound. Barunda will bring it all the way down, drive in to the right side. The bounce pass to Schaus in the lane. She puts it up and in. Nice work. An assist by Barunda, and 2 more points for Abby.
She's got 10 in the ball game.
It's possible, very possible for her to have a double-double tonight, so we'll see. Oh, and a bad pass at Barunda with another steal. That's her second of this half. And a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Schaus has got a hand on it. Do they call the jump ball? No, they're going to call the foul.
On Granados, her second personal, first team foul in the half.
And it'll be on the floor, so it'll be Braylon Hernandez coming into the game. And Blackwell goes out, and Braylon will go to inbound.
As Gracie Dawson will check in for Granados for the Fillies.
And Hernandez inbounding, finds Barunda in the left corner, then to Corral, top of the key. A pass meant for Schaus, taken away, and they're going to call. They're going to call
Abby over the back.
They are. They're going to call her, and even though she took her hands back and said, whoa, 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 she still pushed her, I guess, from behind. So that'll be a foul on her. Just her first, right?
Yep,
yeah.
And the 16th turnover, though, for Lovington.
Oh, boy.
Trailing by 3 with 5.5 to go here in the third.
Yep, it's 31-28. Denver City, a bad pass, and that's a good break, as that was a bad pass into the right corner.
Yeah, Dawson was standing by herself on the baseline. She'd have had a clear look at the basket, and Coach Gutierrez says, yeah, let's talk about this a minute. Things getting a little sloppy.
So 5:24 left in this third quarter, and it is going to be a 30 timeout. We'll just keep it right here, I think, and just talk about this. After the halftime, we're seeing 3 quick turnovers by Lovington, but 2 for Denver City. So that's not a problem. But Lovington still down. They were down by 2 at halftime. Now they're down by 3, but still plenty of room left in this game. We're only halfway through this third quarter. But they've got to definitely clean some things up. They want to try to go ahead and stay ahead of Denver City. That's the problem. It hasn't been a problem to get ahead of Denver City. It's been a problem to keep the lead against them, right?
Well, it has been. And if you're Lovington, you need to take a deep breath and find a way to force Denver City to play your game. Lovington is a little more methodical, and Denver City's forcing them to speed up, and I think that shows in the turnovers.
And, yeah, does Lovington inbounds. They pass it down, traveling down the court. They try to pass it to Barunda, leading her just a little too much. She tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds, so that'll be another turnover for Lovington, number 17. 28-31.
And just as we say, find a way to force them to play your pace. They speed it up, or try to, and turn it over again.
And Denver City passing in. And they're starting to have a little sloppiness on their passes. And there was Barunda, who I think is going to get called.
Nope, they're going to say out of bounds.
Oh, right, out of bounds. So good pressure by Barunda, actually, as I was about to say. It comes off of she was putting some good pressure on, but it looked like they may have been going to call her for a foul. So Lovington catches a break, a good chance to come back, as that is going to be Corral, who is running the point. Oh, and then a takeaway, another turnover by Lovington, and Denver City right there being aggressive, and they take it and they turn the turnover into points.
For Vega.
A layup for Vega. She's got 2 more. That's 11 points in the game for her.
Just 7.
No, okay.
But
back to
another
Barunda,
turnover.
and a pass from Barunda to Schaus ends up getting into the hands of Denver City. They take it down, and the shot no good. It hits underneath the backboard, but they find the rebound, and then they get it out. A 3-point attempt up, no good. They get the rebound. Second look at the basket, no good. This time it'll be Barunda coming up with the rebound. 4:11 left to play in the third, and Denver City up 33-28. A whistle sounds as Lovington brings it back down their end of the court.
Going to call that on Garcia, her first personal second-team foul on Denver City. It'll stay Lovington ball.
And Garcia going to come out.
Gonzalez comes out, and in
Gonzalez
her
comes
place
out.
will be Yanez.
All right, and Lovington will inbound. That's Hernandez to the left of the Lovington basket. They're trying for Abby Schaus. It goes through her hands. Denver City, and the girl all the way down the court, but then can't make it fall. But Denver City with the rebound, and the putback is good.
And playing trailer there, that was Garcia as the fast break by Martinez, but Garcia with the rebound.
Yeah, Martinez
She's got
with a miss.
18 in the ball game, and now timeout by Chief.
Yeah, Chief wants to talk about it because now all of a sudden 35-28 as Denver City has a 7-point lead. And yes, it's a full 60 timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Norlee General Hospital supports all Lee County High School athletic programs and is proud to bring you this live play-by-play action. Norlee Hospital knows your health needs should be taken seriously, which is why their physicians are always first to react. Why choose another hospital when you can have one right at home with Norlee General Hospital? Call Norlee at 396-6611 or come by for a visit and talk to their staff and bring back that state title.
Welcome back to Wildcat Gym. Out of the full timeout taken by Chief Bridgeforth because after the at halftime, Lovington was only trailing by 2, but Denver City has stretched that out to a 7-point lead now.
Yeah, a quick 7-2 run to start this quarter.
And even though Lovington has had 5 turnovers in this third quarter, and it looks like only 2, I think, for Denver City. And Denver City has made points out of a couple of those turnovers that Lovington has committed. So Chief with some things to have to address and trying to just probably slow that momentum down by Denver City a little bit as well. Chill them out and rev up his own girls. It'll be Lovington's ball out of the timeout, and they will inbound. No defensive pressure as Corral crosses the timeline. Passing into Schaus. Schaus in the lane, a little floater. It does not fall. Spins out, fight for the rebound. Rios is right there on one side, and she was on one side, and couldn't see who was on the other side.
That was Braylon on the other side, and they were fighting with a couple of girls from Denver City, including Dawson, but Lovington will get it off the tie-up.
And
it'll
be Braylon. Yeah, Braylon will inbound to the left of the basket. Now they get it in as J.B. Rios was right under the everybody was concerned about where Schaus was, and Braylon snuck into the right side and put it up and in. Beautiful little layup, and cuts it down to a 5-point game. Denver City working across the baseline, and they're going to say double dribble as Schaus was right there in good position to kind of just interrupt, the offensive flow there, and good job without fouling, and a turnover. So that's number 10.
13.
13 for Denver City. And a tie-up is Braylon Hernandez with the ball over her head. Luckily gets rid of it. And Corral passing in, trying to find either Rios or Schaus, does neither. And Denver City steals it away. Now they have trouble corralling it in the left corner, but they do manage to save it. Vega with the ball. And Vega gets it back. Tries to put up the ball. It's swatted away by Schaus. Another block for her. But then the whistle sounds, and
then Jabry does a nice job as she ties up Dawson on the baseline. Possession arrow will stay with Denver City, though.
And Denver City will inbound. And I think that is Vega.
That is...
No, over there. Inbounding. They pass it in to the left of and they get it to Vega. That is Vega. And then whistle sounds. Yeah, she definitely traveled on that. She had one foot on the floor, and that came out of good defensive pressure by Lovington.
And not sure why Denver City has dropped back. They're not really in any foul trouble, but they've dropped back in defense, and they're picking up the pressure after Lovington comes into the front court.
Yeah, 2.5 left to play in this third quarter. 35-30 your score. Oh, and a pass is picked off. That's about the third one in a row that has gotten, and this one comes with points as a little left. The glass from the left side, and has 2 points. Now coming the other way, a pass in the lane, and Schaus is right there on one side, Rios on the other.
Stolen away by Cisneros, and then the foul on Lovington.
And the Cisneros ends up on the floor, and we'll see which they're going to get that on Rios. That's her third personal, and she is going to have to come out. Actually, I think they're going to pull in Blackwell. Yep. And give it over to Denver City.
But Lovington has turned it over on their last 4 possessions down the court. Ouch.
Yeah, they've turned it over and some of it's come from bad passing and some just from good defense by Denver City. So 4 straight turnovers. Now Denver City trying to battle against Lovington. trying to find somebody open. Having trouble. Good defensive pressure by Lovington. Stumbling through the lane and passes back to the right wing. And Denver City, Schaus with another block and a clean one, no whistle. She gets it to Barunda. Barunda takes it down into the paint, turns around, finds some room, tries to put it off the glass. It won't fall. Then nobody gets the rebound. It ends up bouncing out of bounds.
They're going to say last touch by Martinez, so Lovington getting a break there, and will keep possession.
And 37-30, it's back up to a 7-point lead for Denver City. Clock is ticking down toward the end of the third quarter. Minute 40 left. Barunda trying a three-pointer. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Rios wins the fight, then takes the putback. No good, but then Schaus gets the rebound. Her putback is good. Took 3 looks at the basket, but Schaus gets 2 more points. Makes it 37-32. Denver City, a quick breakaway, pass down. A point-blank shot won't fall. It spins out. Schaus trying to keep a hand on it. It gets beyond her reach. And then
Hernandez controlled the rebound finally, and they are going to whistle that foul on Cisneros. That'll be her 3rd personal. Just foul on Denver City with 1:17 to go here in the 3rd.
And Lovington with time to try to get this back, tie this up or go ahead, but they're going to have to hurry. A minute 10 left before the end of the 3rd. Barunda with it. A pass all the way over to Jasmine Hernandez in the right corner, and they're going to say Jasmine got it and then traveled. So that's another turnover for Lovington, and give it to Denver City. Just over a minute left to go. 1:03 left to play in this 3rd quarter, and Lovington trailing by 5 and taking their time. Passing, getting it inbound. Denver City take their time, pass around the arc, trying to set some O or look for a 3rd. A drive outside. No room for that 3. Good defense by Lovington. As a good defense by Jasmine Hernandez. Staying tough. Denver City still passing it, trying to find room. Finally,
Martinez drove in, and it looked like Blackwell probably reached out and got the arm there. And actually, I think they're going to get Jabry for her 4th.
Oh, dear. That's not good. As Jabry, of course, one of the starters, and now with less than 39 seconds left on the clock, that Lovington draws a break there.
Martinez missing the free throw, just the 2nd trip to the line tonight for the Fillies collectively.
Right, Martinez has got a couple of points in the game. 2nd one is no good as well.
And they call a lane violation anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if she made it or not.
So the lane violation is against Denver City. Give it to Lovington. Braylon Hernandez will inbound, pass it over to Jasmine Hernandez, and just like that, she travels.
And that gives Denver City the ball in their offensive end.
16, 17, 18, 19. Is that 20 turnovers for Lovington?
25.
Now? 25. Oh.
They had 28 against Roswell, just for comparison's sake.
Oh, boy. So the inbound, and then popping a shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, it goes out of bounds, and I think it's the last touch.
Last touch by Blackwell.
Yeah, they're going to say Lovington, so it'll stay Denver City ball, and 31 seconds left on the clock. Denver City will inbound to the left of the basket. Looking to get that in.
I don't know. Are we charging Denver City lodgers tax? Because they've taken up, I think, residents in this side of the court.
Martinez passing it off, and gets it back on the right wing, passing in the lane. I think that's Franco. And then getting it back, driving in. Martinez drives it in, puts it up off the glass, and 2 points for her. 4 in the game, 4 seconds left. And just a desperation half-court shot goes up by Barunda. No good at the buzzer.
There's after the buzzer.
Yeah, it happened. There was a rebound and a put-back shot, but the buzzer had already sounded, so it's no good. So at the end of 3, it's 39-32. Denver City leading, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter final of this ball game coming up right here. Lady Cat basketball at Wildcat Gym.
Did you know LECO offers fiber internet to your home and business? LECO is the only local fiber internet company. This means a personal touch for local customers. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954. LECO, the only local fiber internet company. Call 370-5010. Keep your internet with a local company. You won't be disappointed. Call 370-5010. LECO, keeping you connected and in control since 1954.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym as the Lady Cats, well, they are 7 down to Denver City at the end of the third, and they led at the end of the first 12-10. Actually, I think I had it backwards. Lovington led at the end of the second. No, at halftime they were. Denver City has led every single one. 28-26, I know, was the score at halftime, but I had put L for Lovington. Yeah, and then now 39-32. So Lovington fighting back, keeping it close, but Denver City, every time Lovington's tried to fight back, Denver City, gets some turnover. They force some turnovers. Lovington, has some mistakes or just misses some shots, and Denver City makes points off of turnovers. But now it will be Lovington to inbound at midcourt on the visitor's side. And that's going to be Blackwell. Blackwell gets it in to Barunda. Barunda all the way back over to Blackwell. She drives in the lane, tries to put up a shot, and the ball is taken away, poked away, and Martinez has it, taking it down, has to pass it off. A three-point attempt up from the left wing, and yes, it is good, nothing but net.
Garcia, that is her 5th three of the ball game. She's got 21.
Coming the other way, Barunda's got it in the left corner, and just trying to fight against double coverage there. Gets it off, gets it to Schaus. Schaus right under. She had posted up, looking good, and a quick pass into her turns into 2 more points.
14 points for Abigail here in the game.
And makes it 42-34. Now an 8-point lead by Denver City. And Martinez over with, Martinez with the ball. Getting worked on by Corral. Passing it into... Gets it right back and, leans back and pops the net. Wow, where did that come from?
Martinez now with 7 in the ball game, all in the second half.
And her first tray of the game, though, and makes it 45-32. A 9-point lead for Denver City as Lovington.
9 3-pointers in the game for Denver City.
Trying to find some room. They put it into Barunda in the right corner. She drives across, puts up a floater. 2 more points for Barunda, but makes it a 45-36 game. As it was 11-point lead, my bad, and then now 9 points. Denver City. And Garcia looking to pop a jumper, no good, and Rios? Yeah,
She just hands it off to Barunda.
Has the rebound, gives it to Barunda. Barunda passes it down the court and gets it back in the corner. Barunda with a 3-pointer. Oh, wow, that was WNBA range. Off the left wing, and
that's her second tray of the ball game. She's
nice
got
time
18.
for it. Good time for it. It cuts it into that lead by Denver City, 45-39, a 6-point lead now. Denver City coming the other way and losing the handle on it in the corner, goes out of bounds, and Lovington gets it. It's a good break for them and a good time for that. Sloppy play, but coming off of good defensive pressure by Lovington. So it's going to be Zoe Blackwell to inbound. She'll get it to... Not Corral,
but
that's
Corral.
No, Corral underneath the.
Yep, that's 23.
Looking. I know. I'm looking underneath the pole here. And a pass all the way over to the right block into Blackwell, and Blackwell going to try to get it
Blackwell should have taken that shot.
Yeah, Blackwell got it. Instead, decided to pass to Schaus and gets it stolen away. So another turnover for Lovington and another 3-point shot on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound. This time it is Blackwell who gets it.
That's her 6th board of the ball game.
She leaves it off for Barunda. Barunda passes down to Schaus. Schaus turning around to get it, is pressured from behind and can't hold on to it. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Schaus trying to get behind the defense and got through the lane, able to catch up with her with Cisneros, and she got a hand on it, knocked it away, but it'll stay Lovington basketball in their offensive zone.
Yeah, and Braylon Hernandez will inbound. No, now they're going to say timeout. All right, Chief Bridgeforge wants to talk about it. It's just a 30, though. So we'll just go ahead and keep it right here. 5:15 left to play in this ball game, and it's a 6-point lead now for Denver City. They have led at the end of every quarter in this game, even though it's just been by 2 points at the end of the first and the second. But they're just playing a little bit. They're not executing well, and they've had way too many turnovers, and they're just not making points. They're giving up the ball too easily, and so many of their passes are being intercepted or blocked.
You've got to find a way to continue to take the open looks. Primary example, Blackwell just a minute ago.
She had a
wide open look on the right baseline. Instead, she threw a fastball into Abby, but Abby was screened out. Nothing she could do. If you're going to do that, you've got to be aware of where they are. And to Schaus, you've got to throw it high, not right at her.
And that one ends up
Inbound
going
stolen.
right, and it goes right through her hands, and
Well, it got
Denver
tapped
City.
by
It
Cisneros
did, but
first,
it sailed right over her head, and nothing she could do to try to get it. Just sailed past her and through her hands. Now it's going to be Denver City looking to increase that lead, although the pressure's off. Then a pass right into, they distract Lovington with passing around the arc, and then they shoot a bullet right into underneath the basket.
Daniela Vega now
And
with 9 points in the ball game.
with an easy layup right there. Back to Lovington. Braylon Hernandez fighting to corral. Then to Barunda on the left wing. A three-point shot on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound. Denver City comes up with it. I think that's Garcia. Yep. And coming away with it, trying to steal it, is Barunda. The ball ends up loose on the floor. Fight for it, and Lovington comes up with it. Braylon Hernandez, and then on a bad pass, it's stolen away by Denver City. The team's trade turnovers.
29 turnovers in the ball game for Lovington. Right now, 17 for Denver City.
And Denver City going to slow things down. They got a 47-39 lead. Now they get it over to the right corner. A three-point attempt on the way, no good. And a fight for the rebound as Rios gets a hand on it, and they tie it up.
Yeah,
she
Jabry
ties
got
it
and then
up.
she got tied up by Garcia right there. And so possession arrow goes back to Denver City. And so that is turnover number 30 for Lovington.
Ouch. Yeah, that is just something that's it's hard to win a game when you've got that many turnovers, unless the other team has about that many as well. Rios is going to come out, and it'll be Blackwell who comes in.
So you got Barunda, Blackwell, Schaus.
And then you've got number 3.
Delilah Ruiz.
Okay.
And Corral on the floor for Lovington.
All right. Denver City just going to pass it. I think they're going to eat a little bit of clock here.
Oh, yeah.
They've got, the clock is their friend. They've got an 8-point lead. They're going to continue to just pass around, and again, maybe distract Lovington, and a double dribble. Oh, no, travel. Yep,
yeah, they
travel,
were just
travel.
They were content to just pretty much play keep away, but Lovington has to capitalize on these opportunities. No more turnovers.
That's right. They can't just turn around and give the ball back over, at least, not without trying to get at least one look at the basket. And Blackwell will toss it over to Barunda, back to Blackwell. Now they get it over into the right corner. And a little bounce pass intended for Barunda. She actually was coming up too far against Delilah, and it goes out of bounds.
So another turnover for Lovington as
31.
Granados checks back in. And look for Denver City to just pretty much play keep away.
They will. They'll just try to take the air out of the ball here with under 3.5 left to play in the game. Yep, walking across the timeline. And it'll be up to, they're going to make Lovington come after them because with their lead,
sit there and
they will. Yep, she is out near the timeline, and she'll just try to keep it out and away from Lovington and trying to fight for it, trying to get it. Delilah, oh no, that's a Corral. Denver City trying to protect the ball, and now the coach for Denver City
Gutierrez
wants to take the timeout, so we'll take it, and it's going to be a full one. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. With 3 minutes left to play in this one. Denver City up over Lovington by 8 points. We'll be back with more Lady Cat basketball coming up.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball as Denver City has gotten into the position of being 8 points ahead of Lovington, and with only 3 minutes left on the clock, and they can eat a lot of time. They tried to keep the ball away from Lovington. The only thing they'll have to guard against is having it stolen away or committing a turnover, a travel like they did, giving it to Lovington.
Yeah,
Lovington was not able to go capitalize on that turnover, though.
They're still going to look for points on the board, but they're going to take their time. It's going to be one of those very methodical, almost old school girls basketball pass,
Right.
pass, pass.
Yeah.
And if you get a wide open, completely open look at the basket, then
there'll be a shot up. All right, Denver City on the inbound. Actually, a little. They take the ball and try to drive the lane, and a pass across the lane goes out of bounds. So an unforced turnover, as Denver City looking a little more active than I thought that they would be. I think the coach told them, no, we're not going to play keep away. Let's go ahead and keep the pressure on. now back in the hands of Lovington out of the Denver City turnover, and Lovington's got a lot of scoring that they're going to need to do. Barunda takes it, spin move into the lane, turns around, takes a shot. It's no good, but she does draw the foul.
And Granado's jumping up and down like she didn't do anything wrong, but when you bump them, you're going to get it.
And this is a difference in Lovington tonight. Barunda played deliberately trying to draw fouls against Roswell High on Tuesday night and sank so many of those free throws. Misses this one, a rare miss by her.
First chance at the line in the second half for Lovington.
And this time, this game, Barunda has only been to the line a couple of times. Yeah. Second one's up and good, though. Finds the bottom of the basket.
19 points for Barunda.
And makes it 47-40 now.
And then a bad pass on the inbound and a turnover
by
for
Denver City.
Lovington gets to come back
they
down the court.
They get a break with 2:39 left to play. They're trailing by 7, and they get the ball in their end of the court right under their basket, right to the left of it, as Braylon Hernandez will look to get it in, and she does over in the left corner and passes it back to Delilah Ruiz. Delilah gets it to Barunda. Barunda gets into the lane, tries to put a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Schaus has it. Her putback, no good, but I think she gets fouled.
Yes, she will. They're going to call that foul on Cisneros. That'll be her 4th personal and just the 2nd team foul, but that'll put Schaus at the line. She is 4 for 4 from the stripe.
Nice, a nice game for her. As she's got points, she's got rebounds, she's got blocks tonight.
She's a rebound away from a double-double.
And she's got points at the free throw line. So looking like a very complete player in this game against Denver City. And at the free throw line, first one up, nothing but net. So give her another point. And she'll have another chance to eat into this lead even more. Maybe make it just a 5-point lead for Denver City here. And she does. No, it rattles out.
And it'll be Cisneros with the rebound, her 3rd.
It's spun. It looked like it was going to go in. Denver City with the ball and a 6-point lead, driving the lane furiously, losing the handle on it, but Lovington can't capitalize. Denver City keeps it. Now they give it to Garcia. They find a wide open player in the right corner. She drives across. Abby trying to not just block it, but take it away as well. Denver City able to hang on to it, though, then comes up on the left trying to put up a shot and gets fouled.
Yeah, Granado's got run over by Schaus there. So that'll be the 2nd on Abigail. That'll be the first team foul on Lovington. And Granado's to the line for 2. She's 0 of 2 from the free throw line.
47-41, a minute 54 left to play in this game. Denver City up by 6. Granados at the line and nothing but net. She's got a very high arcing shot from the free throw line. Is that her first point in the second half?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Second one is up, no good, a miss, and right there to get the rebound was Blackwell. She's been a monster on the boards for Lovington tonight, doing a good job. A pass along on the baseline is corralled by Abby. Then Abby passes it back. They get it to Barunda. Barunda takes a WNBA 3-point attempt. Again, that one no good. And Denver City with the rebound. Was that Vega?
That's Vega, her 6th.
All right. And a minute 30 now with a 7-point lead as Denver City crossing the timeline.
Now I would expect to see keep away and air ball.
And just eating a little clock, making Lovington come after them. Stop and a shot at the free throw line is good.
Banked it home. That was Garcia.
Garcia with 2 more.
She's got 23 in the ball game.
And makes it 50-41 with just a little over a minute.
Find a 3-ball. Yeah. That's the nail.
And Barunda with a little hook shot, no good, but Schaus is right there with the rebound and the putback.
And
nice
that's her
work.
Double-double.
There she goes. 55 seconds left, but Lovington trailing by 7 here. Denver City across the timeline. Good pressure by Corral. And the ball loose, and it looks like Coach Gutierrez with the timeout as he saw his team getting as he saw Lovington starting to put some effective pressure on him. It is a regular timeout, a long one, so we'll go ahead and be back in 30 seconds with this Lovington Denver City shootout right here at Wildcat Gym.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now
www.lmjc.edu.
And welcome back to Wildcat Gym out of the Denver City timeout, and they are leading this one 50-43, a 7-point lead with under a minute left to play in this game. As you mentioned, Lovington's only chance, with over a minute left was to find some threes and find them quickly. And now time is ticking down even more. It's 47.55 officially on the clock. So Lovington, what do you do in this situation?
You've got to put on the pressure, and you've got to do it instantly. You've got to try and steal the inbound away, and you've got time. It's not time to panic yet. You're 3 possessions down, but you've got to get some shots to fall, and you've got to steal it quickly.
And the inbound, again, coming off of very intense pressure. Corral looking to try to get the ball. It's on the ground, and it spins out as Delilah Ruiz, always over there putting pressure on it, goes out of bounds off of Denver City, and it's Lovington's ball, and
That's
here
what
you
they
go.
needed to do.
That's
now,
exactly.
You
now
don't have to have a 3 here, but you've got to get a high percentage shot.
You do, and you've got to put it in, and then you need to get the rebound, to get an offensive rebound and score again as quickly as you can. And that ball, no good, but it stays Lovington ball.
Corral tracking down the long rebound.
And Barunda with it, no room, that gets it out to Ruiz. Ruiz pops the 3 from the right wing, and just like that, Coach Bridgeforth is up with a timeout. He got what he needed. Lovington got the 3 they were looking for, and it came from Delilah Ruiz.
Her first points of the ball game, and that's the first Lovington shooter really that's been open.
And 50-46 is the score. 4 points, that's it. But only, seconds off, about a half a minute left for Lovington to try to get those 4 points. It's certainly doable, but you've got to have perfect execution, TJ.
Well, again, you're going to have to do exactly what you did. You're going to have to put pressure on from the inbound. If you can steal the inbound away, so much the better. But if not, you've got to get a steal, and you've got to get it quickly, and then you have to convert. You're still 2 possessions down. Unless you get that odd 3-pointer with the foul, where you can have a 4-point play. But in reality, this is a 2-possession game, so you need to steal the inbound or get it quickly and then
to make
score
the shot
quickly.
And you've got to execute. You've got to make the shot, but you need to do it in a way that also gives your team a chance at the offensive rebound, get the ball again, and score again. And that's the only way. There's not time enough on the clock for that ball to go down the court. That's right.
Either,
and they're just going to have to.
Yeah, I mean,
to
you got
try
18
to get it.
seconds.
Yeah,
so.
there's 18.54 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Lovington better come out in the full court press, and they go with a little bit quicker lineup out there to put that on. And Blackwell, she will be the one that contests the inbound by Garcia.
And Garcia is set up.
Pardon me, that's Gonzalez.
Gonzalez just to the left of the Lovington basket. Looking for room, and they pass it back. And hang on to the ball. Good defensive pressure as Corral goes and fouls deliberately, catches the shoulder.
Still plenty of fouls to give, though.
Yep. And so that's going to be on the floor.
So it'll be on Corral, and that's her first personal. Just the second team foul on Lovington. Really, they don't have the time to get 3 more fouls in to put them in the bonus.
Yeah, 15.
Without pretty much all the time on the clock expiring.
15.78 seconds left on the clock as Denver City inbounds and then loses the ball. It goes out of bounds and a quick turnover, and that's a bad time for Denver City, but a good time for Lovington to get up.
But I'm a little surprised that Coach Bridgeforth doesn't have Abigail in the ball game, and he will take his final timeout.
Well, it looks like he's going to put her in, maybe.
Well, he's going to take his final timeout.
And we'll see what he says and what he comes up with. But he's got a one-minute timeout left, and we'll take it and be back in 30 seconds with the finish of this one. 4 points separates Denver City and Lovington. Who wins? We'll find out after the break. Coming back to Lovington Wildcat Lady Cats basketball.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Welcome back. Out of the Chief Bridgeforth timeout, the Lovington timeout. Lovington with only seconds on the clock to work with. They're down by 4. They will have the ball. And there's a chance. There is definitely a chance for them.
And he's not putting Schaus on the floor. I'm a little surprised with that. Her presence in the paint going with a little bit smaller, quicker lineup as he puts Rios in.
And it'll be Braylon to inbound. To corralled inbound. That's 23. Sorry about that. And she does. Gets it to Barunda. Barunda takes the three-point shot. It's an air ball. Fight for it. It goes out of bounds. And who touched it last? It's going to be Lovington basketball.
Yes, it is.
Lovington's not dead yet.
Touched it last, and Granados has been barking all game. I'm a little surprised that they haven't teed her up.
8.75 seconds left. And Lovington will inbound Corral over there in the right corner. And she's going to trying to get Barunda. Barunda, nope, is not open. And the pass is stolen away by Denver City. All they have to do is hang on to it, let the clock run out. But they're going to, I think Barunda it was an intentional foul, of course.
Still 3. That's only 3, so
and
it's over.
Yeah, it won't send anybody to the line. There's no chance, to get a rebound from a missed foul. Denver City will inbound, and they'll just hang on to it as the clock runs out. And Denver City at the end, 50-46, ends up winning this one. They led the entire game, 12-10 at the end of the first, 28-26 at the end of the second. 39-32 at the end of the third quarter, and then the final 50-46. Oh, so close, and this was a tough loss because Lovington was in it. They could have won this game, and they're going to look back at so many things and say, ouch, we coulda, shoulda won and had that game. But it was exciting, and it was close. And Lovington, they had as much as they had an 11-point deficit against them during the game that they fought back from. Ended up losing by 4, but it's a loss for the Lady Cats. So we'll be back in just about 1 minute to wrap this one up and give you all the stats. We'll have more Lady Wildcat basketball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball here on Lovington Sports YouTube. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle and Braden Cooper also here running camera. And this was a fast-paced game, fun to watch, but frustrating. And Lovington, I think, is going to look back on all of those turnovers again. I think they didn't have quite as many as they did on Tuesday night against Roswell. They had more, actually. Yep. They ended up with more. Crazy. Well, we'll get to that. That's just one of the stats that to win against them tonight. They're going to look at missed opportunities. They're going to look at throwing away the basketball, missing some of those the offensive rebounding opportunities, and just look at some places where they could easily have found 4 points to tie it and 5 to win it. Let's talk about those points and who got what as TJ Miracle wraps things up for us.
All right, for the victorious Denver City Fillies, their leading scorer tonight, Natalie Garcia, has 23 points to go along with 3 rebounds. She was the only Philly in double digits. Danielle Vega not far behind. She had 9 in the ballgame, 7 off the bench for Karen Martinez. 5 points for Jalissa Granados, and you had 3 points for Annie Gonzalez, 3 points for Evelyn Yanez. Denver City had trouble from the free throw line tonight. They go 1 of 6 from the charity stripe. Leading rebounder was Vega. She had 6 in the ballgame, 19 collectively as a team for Denver City. They turn the ball over 22 times. They get 12 in the first, 16 in the second, and 11 in both the third and the fourth. That's how they get to their 50 on the board. Turn of the page for your Lovington Lady Cats. 2 Lady Cats in double figures tonight. Ashlyn Barunda leading on the scoreboard, had 19 points to go along with 4 boards. You had 17 in the books for Abigail Schaus and 10 rebounds, so a double-double for Abby, and she had quite a few blocks in the game, too. Maybe almost a triple-double when you add her blocks into that.
Right, yeah.
Then it falls off pretty significantly after that, though. Jabri Rios with 4 points and 5 boards. Leslie Corral, 4 points and a couple of boards, and 3 points right at the end for Delilah Ruiz. Lovington, many more opportunities from the free throw line. They go 10 of 13 from the stripe. They did win the rebounding battle, by the way, 31 collectively as a team, but 32 turnovers. Ouch. 10 points in the first, 16 in the second, 6 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. That's 46 when you add it all up.
Wow.
So Lovington now just a game over 500 at 4-3.
4-3, but early on in the season, they're still learning, finding their way, and looking. I think they looked a little sharper tonight against Denver City at times. Yeah, there was still some sloppiness, still some things they need to work on and come back on. But there were some improvements here over Tuesday night. And only 2 3-pointers in the game for Lovington, right? One by Reese and one by Barunda, I believe. And that is a weakness in their game. Anytime they're going up against a team that's gonna offer a resistance, to Abby, got some height, can challenge her in the lane especially. And
Actually,
Lovington
3 3-pointers, 2 for Barunda and 1 for
2
Ruiz.
for Barunda. Okay, there was one. She had one in the first half and one in the second.
Yep.
You're right. I didn't see that one in the first half. I wrote it down, but I didn't see it. So 3 of them. It's still not like the 3-point display that Denver City put on, and what they were able to put up some outdistance Lovington because of that 3-point performance. So yeah, there were some things to work on, and Lovington is going to be back in action. I believe, at a tournament next.
I think so. I'll have to look at the schedule.
I
don't
know that's a little far. We've been really busy.
It's been too much of a day. We got on right for game time.
Yeah,
so
and so
not time to do the normal stuff
No, not time to do the normal research and everything. So anyway, good luck to Lovington, and we will have more Lovington Lady Cat basketball coming up. And at some point, maybe not till January though, because of the way the Lovington boys schedule is put together, we will have their games and their first chance to watch and see and call a game for the Lovington boys here at Wildcat Gym. It's several weeks away, but we will definitely say goodnight. Thanks to Braden Cooper for running camera. On behalf of TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan, and we say so long. Tough loss for the Lady Cats tonight. 50-46 final score against Denver City. Good evening.